The long winter months are still ahead of us, and I want to be prepared. So today we are finally tackling the big project of refreshing our basement storage room into our own little grocery store. I'm working to stock all of those winter pantry essentials for our family, and I hope you'll tag along for the transformation. Hello there, sweet friend. Welcome back. I'm so glad you're here today. I am excited about today's video. We are working on a little project in our basement, and I cannot wait to show you how it comes together. But I have been working for, honestly, a few months behind the scenes to get this basement storage space ready to become our little grocery store. For years now, I have used our basement storage underneath the stairs as my go-to area to store away all of my seasonal decor. But at some point, it just didn't feel like it was the right space for that anymore. And I really wanted to convert it into a better storage area so that we could store and stockpile more food, keep all of my canning equipment and things like that. So winter seems like the perfect time to tackle a project like this. You know, heading into January, I am excited to refresh lots of different areas in my home, but this one feels necessary as we move into the cold months. Here on the farm, we're not super close to grocery stores, and when it snows or ices and we get stuck inside, I love knowing that we have a stockpile of everything we need here to make delicious food anytime.
Those are some big pancakes.
And speaking of just having the basic, staples in the house, this morning we are making tried and true pancakes. You guys have seen me make my pancakes 1,000 times probably at this point. I do have this recipe over on the blog if you'd like to check it out. And I've also linked to a recipe for this homemade syrup. So if you're out of maple syrup or pancake syrup and you just want to make something quick, this is a delicious treat that the kids really look forward to. Now that hungry mouths have been fed and the chores are done, let's head down to the basement area so I can show you the disaster we're walking into to begin with. So this is our, obviously, area underneath the stairs. We have an entire wall that's just still insulation. It's not ever had a wall put over it. So I'm really hoping Dan will help me to cover that. I want to get that project done because I don't want to fill this space and then have regret about not doing it the way I wanted to. So lucky him, he's going to have to help me with this part of it just to cover up the wall. I took the liberty of going out to one of our barns and finding some lumber we had sitting around, and he's going to use that today just to use up what we have. My goal, of course, with projects like this is to spend as little money as possible, and as you and I both know, building materials are not cheap. So we happen to just have some old salvage things sitting around. This is old siding, I believe, that we actually used for these original shelves. Dan built these years ago when we added onto the house, and it's come in handy. Jeez, are you helping, Dad? Now, while the boys are hard at work helping me with this wall, I am doing my best to clear this room out of the most random things. We have the beginnings of a pantry here with some sprouted potatoes, and we also have empty DVD containers. So I'm working so hard. I really thought this project was going to go so quickly, but as you'll see in this video, there's a lot of work ahead of us to clean this place top to bottom and start organizing and stocking these shelves for this new grocery store. You know, basement pantry or not, I have been in the habit of keeping a back stock of the items that we use all the time, those staple essential ingredients on hand. And one thing that I've found that makes that so easy is just to keep it on autopilot. And I like to use Thrive Market, who happens to be the sponsor of today's video. Thrive Market is an online grocery store offering the highest quality products and healthy swaps delivered straight to your door. I have been shopping with Thrive Market for well over a year now, and I love that on their website, I can be confident when I'm choosing items that it aligns with my health and nutrition goals. I don't have to read through all of the ingredient lists like I do at the grocery store. I can just set on autopilot my favorites, those stockpile pantry essentials, and have them delivered straight to my door. Thrive Market's website and mobile app are so convenient. There's an entire section that's called Buy It Again, and I visit this every single time I get my box. It makes it so simple to save those favorites and even put those tried and true stockpile essentials on autopilot. The avocado oil, ketchup, and peanut butter are things that always live on my reoccurring shopping list. I also love getting supplements and vitamins and things through them as well. Just a side note, I recently had an issue with these busting, and I am so impressed that they took extra care on wrapping these this time. The last couple times I had had one bust, they refunded me, and then they obviously took note of it and made it better. So I just think that that is great customer service. I started choosing Thrive Market because I wanted to make healthier swaps for my family. If I'm going to buy fun drinks and ketchup and peanut butter on repeat for my family, I want to make sure I agree with the ingredient list. And then the convenience of Thrive Market just showing up at my door makes sure that I always have a backstock of the items we need and those essentials we pull every single day. So if you've been thinking about trying out Thrive Market, now is a great time. They're having their New Year's sale, giving you 30% off of the top products. Plus, if you go to my link, thrivemarket.com/rustic honey, you're going to get an additional 30% off plus a free gift worth up to $60. So be sure to head to Thrive Market, stock up on your winter pantry essentials, and let Thrive Market make stocking your pantry so much easier in 2026. Now back upstairs in the kitchen, as you can see, my pantry is a disaster after the holidays. We have just been stashing, throwing, and going, and I am so excited to get some of these things down to the basement and organized again. Like, for example, I have so many big empty jars down here. All of that's going to be able to go down to the basement until I can use them again for canning season. Usually when I use up a jar, I clean it and wash it and just stick it in here for easy, safe keeping. But it'll make so much more sense to keep all of that in the basement. That way it's not in here for our everyday cooking. And then all the extra food will be down there. It makes more sense, doesn't it? It's so funny, too. Are you funny? No, you are too funny. I have a ton of jars back in this one too, and then just random things left over from the holidays that definitely need a home somewhere else where they belong. Now, this custom-built farmhouse pantry is one of my favorite features that we designed in our kitchen when we added onto our home, but I feel like I have not utilized it the greatest way because it's been so just stashed with things that don't belong for so long. Now, I was amazed as I continued this process how many jars I in fact had. Unfortunately, how many were empty because last summer's canning project didn't really go as I would have hoped. We had somewhat of a weird growing year in the garden, so I wasn't able to can as much as usual. So I have a lot of empty jars and a lot of high hopes for the summer of 2026 instead. But up and down the stairs I went. And let me tell you, my feet were so sore at the end of this day because I went up and down the stairs 100 times with all of these jars. I probably took more steps than I needed to, but I just kept finding them everywhere. I'm gonna tell you what though, my kitchen really needed a reset like this because we had just been stashing jars in with our drink glasses and nothing was organized anymore. My kitchen could still use a good top to bottom cleaning, but we'll wait for spring on that one, I'm sure. Okay, then the rest of this can go downstairs. All right, after the boys finished the wall, this is what I was left with. I tried to move things out as they were working, but I thought it ended up just being easier to let them finish, make a mess, and then come in and try to clean things up. So the wall turned out pretty good. We had talked originally about painting it, but I honestly just wanted to get this project done. I don't really care if it's painted or not. I am going to clean up this wall though, because like I had said, a lot of this wood had come out of one of our sheds and it's kind of dirty. So we're going to clean out everything and make a bigger mess, in the process. I feel like this is how all of my projects go. I think, oh, I'll get this done in an afternoon. And then for some reason, I try to touch it once, but it always gets worse before it gets better. But let me tell you, it's about to get a lot better. So stick with me. Once I was finally able to get everything out, I decided to hit everything with some warm soapy water, clean up these boards, and make sure we're ready to start stocking our winter pantry. Now, this of course is going to become more of our year-round basement grocery store, but right now I'm focused on those winter items and maybe what we might need in case of a large snowstorm coming through, and I just want to make sure we're stocked. Some good things to think about stocking in your pantry, maybe some like dried rice and beans. Of course, we always have popcorn here in our house. I would like to have a stockpile of salt and sugar and some flour or dried grains. Let me know in the comments below what you would stock if you had this extra space in your home, or what you love to stock up on in the winter. I would love to hear from you. I always love hearing from you in the comments. So I'm just excited to have these shelves, give them some love and stock them with the things my family will need. I look forward to coming down here and finding, those beans and the rice to make a hearty soup in the middle of a snowstorm. I just think this will be such a nice space for our family to have. Need a library ladder. Just kidding. Just need to not use a ladder and fall most of the time. Right here, I'm also thinking it'd be really cute to have one of those, like a cute mat that's wipeable, but something that's printed, so it could kind of make the place look cute and inviting too. Where we're currently at, it gets a little bit dark down in here, so I'm gonna have Dan help me string some lights throughout here, and I think it's gonna look really cute and also brighten up the place. I think the thing that is most exciting to me right now is that this feels like a fresh start, and there's so much open space, so much room to grow our stock. Just a quick run through of what I do have left. We have some salsa, we've got tomatoes, black beans. These look awful, but I just canned black beans. They're a really nice, convenient staple to have on hand. We have regular pickled jalapenos, cowboy candy, which is more of a sweet jalapeno, and bread and butter pickles, and tons of relish to last me the rest of my life. Lots of empty jars though, which I am so excited to get back into canning. Hopefully even this winter, I would like to do some more bone broth and stocks and get those canned up, but I look forward to more tomato products. Those are my favorite things. So hopefully by next summer, fingers crossed. I went ahead and left these little dishes and stuff in here. I may bring down seasonal items, but this is just like some tea party pieces that we have of Reese's that we pull out sometimes. So I kept those down here so she could grab them. And then past that, I just thought extras down here would be nice of the things I keep back stocked. I need to get some more baking powder. It's nice to be able to visually see, like, I don't have quite as much salt as I would like to have. This says vinyl because it came out of my office and cannot get it off at the moment, but I obviously need to still go through and relabel everything. I, again, have a lifetime supply. I did one of those subscription things and then fell off the bandwagon on drinking half of my protein every day. So I also plan to have some more vinegar on hand. That's something that's always nice to have, an extra water, and bring our water bottles down here too. And then I have these food grade storage buckets, and I have purchased a lot of the food storage bags. So I need to get busy on some things like the beans that I have down in here, some rice, some of those staples that we talked about in today's video. I'm planning on putting in these buckets for more of a long-term food storage, but just to have those staples on hand at all times. Now, up in our pantry in the kitchen, as you can see, it's still not perfect, but it is so much more open. I can see what we have. I can now organize it and use up our day-to-day stash and those leftovers from Christmas. And in the basement, let me show you the final reveal, but we have to first go back and look at the disaster it was before and the way it turned out. I'm just so excited for this winter pantry. This little basement grocery store will be such a blessing to our family for years to come. Are you grocery shopping, Reese?
Yeah.
We're not having Coke tonight. There is now not only so much space for groceries, but also a few extra kid items in this area. My life here in the basement just feels so much more organized and ready for the new year after this project. I definitely feel at peace knowing that we have finished this pantry, we're ready for the season ahead, and we can be stocked up. Again, be sure to visit Thrive Market to stock up on their New Year's sale and use your code before the sale ends. I hope you enjoyed today's transformation and found a little inspiration for your own winter pantry. I hope to see you back here again very soon.